Dear students, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I am Manzur Ahmad Ganai, lecturer history. Our today's topic for 11th class student history subject is why were Italian towns the first to experience the ideas of humanism? Dear students, humanism, as you know, was a thought or a belief in which most important stress was laid on the human welfare, human well-being in this world, and no importance was given to the ideology of life after death, because it was thought that the life of human beings in this world is something that is a reality, is something that is visible before us. So we should pay attention towards the thing which is visible, which is reality, and reality is the life of humans in this world. And we should not pay attention towards what is uncertain, what is imaginary, what is uncertain. Uncertain is the life after death. There are different theories about life after death, but there is no certainty about what happens after death. So we should pay attention towards something which is certain. As certain is the life of the people in this world. Towards reality. Reality is the life of the people in this world. And what happens after death, this is total uncertain. This is total which we can't believe in. This imaginary. So we should lay focus, we should lay stress on the reality. A reality is the life of human beings in this world. Humans live in this world. So therefore, in humanist ideology, humanism, focus was laid on the concept or the idea of human welfare and human well-being in this world, and not to think of life after death. And as you know, this humanist ideology was a byproduct, we can say, of Renaissance thought. And as you know, Renaissance thought gave birth to new thinking, new ideology, science and technology, literature, then discoveries and inventions. And humanist ideology was also a product of the Renaissance thought, in which welfare of the humans was given topmost importance. And now the question is, what were the reasons that the humanist thoughts or humanist ideology first of all appeared in the towns of Italy, first of all got birth in the towns of Italy? Why not in other places of Europe? So the question is, why humanist ideology got birth in the towns of Italy? Dear students, there are some important reasons because of which the humanist ideology and a Renaissance ideology as well got birth in the towns of Italy. The reasons can be discussed as under. Number one, the cities of Italy in Europe, especially Florence and Venice, were international trade centers. As a result of being international trade centers, the people from different parts of the world came here with their trading commodities for trading purposes. And when people from different nationalities, people from different countries of the world reached Florence and Venice, they exchanged ideas and thoughts with one another. The exchange of thoughts and ideas between the traders and the people in Florence and Venice gave birth to a new thinking and a new ideology among these people. And this new thinking and this new ideology ultimately made people to think of the human welfare, human well-being, and not to focus, not to pay attention towards the teachings of the church, which believed in the life after death. So, number two, the Florence and Venice, the two important cities of Italy, were free from the dominance of church. As dear students, you know, the church was the most important institution in medieval Europe. It was church which framed rules and regulations. Everyone had to follow the rules and regulations framed by the church. No one could dare to reject or oppose the rules and regulations of the church. Anyone who objected the rules and regulations of the church was given heinous punishments. So people could not express themselves freely due to the fear of church, But in Venice and Florence, there was not dominance of church, was not there. As a result, when the dominance of church was not there, people had a free environment. People had free environment of thinking and exchange of ideas. And this free environment, this free thinking, this freedom of expression made people this creative, made people very much independent. As a result, they thought more and more about human welfare rather than of religion and religious superiority. Number 3. The earliest universities in Europe were established in these Italian towns. And thus the spread of education created awakening among the people and think on the rational lines. Dear students, the earliest universities, as we know, in Europe were established in the Italian towns, and the establishment of educational and institutional universities made the thinking of people more and more progressive, made the thinking of people more and more advanced, and as a result, the old and traditional thinking was given setback by the new education institutions, because the subjects of philosophy, the subjects of science and technology, the subjects of rational thinking were taught in these universities. As a result of these educational institutions in universities in Italy, in the Italian towns, the new ideas and new thoughts came into the minds of the people, which ultimately gave birth to the humanist ideology of thinking of human welfare and nothing else. 3. Next, the ever-growing contacts with the outside world made Italians the founding fathers of humanism. Dear students, as we have already told you in the first point, that Italians had contacts with the vast areas of the world, with the number of areas and countries of the world, and these growing contacts also enabled Italians to experience the first ideas or become the founding fathers of the humanist thought, of the thoughts thinking about human welfare and human well-being. Next, right from early times, Italian philosophers laid stress on studying the problems of man in this world and not to think of life after death. This thought made Italian a fertile ground for humanism. Means that the Italian philosophers who used to teach in different universities in Italy, who used to wrote a number of books and philosophies in Europe, these philosophies, these philosophers laid most stress on the human welfare. And when people came across the literary works of these philosophers, these literary works had a natural impact on the minds of the people, which ultimately molded these people towards thinking about human welfare. Next, the teaching of humanism as a thought in the Italian universities right from 1300 AD also spread humanist ideas far and wide. Teaching this humanism in the Italian universities from 1300 AD onward, 1300 AD in itself gave a boost to the humanist ideology and humanist thoughts in Italy and the towns of Italy. Thank